Good morning, everybody. This is Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. And this week is the Gaming Guy Digest, the week of August the 5th. I'm going to give you all the information I have for this week concerning gaming, sports betting, business, as well as some shout-outs. So follow me as you enjoy this week's digest. The NFL is back. Hi, I'm Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. I'm going to get the Hall of Fame game this week. Participants are the Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Raiders are favored by 1, and the over-under is 30. I'm not a big proponent of betting on preseason games, but we got to start somewhere, so why not that night? The game starts at 8 o'clock on NBC. Now let's talk about some of the notables that are going into the Hall of Fame. Those players include Sam Mills, Richard Seymour, and a great coach, Dick Vermeer. So there you have it. Information about the Hall of Fame game, who's playing, who's going in, and how you can enjoy the game. It's time, everybody, for some NFLB. Hi, I'm Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. And this week in the NFL, we got some hot news. So let's get right into it. Out of Cleveland, Deshaun Watson received 6 games for his indiscretions during the offseason. That being said, I have a poll. I want your opinion, and you tell me, was that enough? Was it too harsh? Or just right in terms of punishment? Now we're switching and looking at San Francisco, who just signed Deebo Samuel to an extension of 3 years. Deebo is a beast, so they had to bring him back with all the money they're giving him. Lastly, let's look at a ranking of the teams right now, preseason top 5. This is my top 5. Let me see how it matches up with yours. We're starting out, and we're going with the Los Angeles Rams as number 1. The Buffalo Bills, number 2. The Kansas City Chiefs come in at number 3. Number 4, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And rounding out my top 5, I'm going with the Baltimore Ravens. Does my 5 match yours? I think it's better than yours, but you tell me. Time for some fantasy football, and I'm talking wideouts. Hi, I'm Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. I got the top 5 wideouts you should have on your team, or at least one of these guys to make you a winner. Those guys include Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. The 2 guys on the outside looking into the top 3, Devontae Adams and Stephon Diggs. How does my 5 match up with what you see? Follow me on Twitter and tell me, @GamingGuy. Talking MLB. Hi, I'm Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. And it's August now, so the temperatures are getting hotter and the races and the divisions are heating up. That being said, I got the 5 hottest teams right now that you should be betting on in baseball. Those teams are the New York Mets, the Atlanta Braves, the Philadelphia Phillies, the Toronto Blue Jays, and last but not least, the Los Angeles Dodgers. Those are my 5 teams that you should be wagering on, and they're trending up right now because they're winning. So follow them. Now I want to transition and look at some of the MLB races in the divisional sense. AL East is on fire. Yankees are running away with it. You see that. But every team in that division has a slot and a chance for a playoff position, for the wild card. Baltimore's in there. Toronto's in there. Even Boston at 500 is only a couple of games out of a wild card position. So look at that division, follow them, and wager on them as well. And as I close the MLB segment, I want to give a shout out. Philadelphia. And Pete Rose is returning there for the 1980 celebration of their World Series championship. They wouldn't have won without Pete, so it's only right that Pete be part of that celebration this coming Sunday. So there you have it. That's my MLB. Follow me every week for this type of stuff. It's time for another shout out. Hi, I'm Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy. And this week's shout out goes out to one Jacqueline S. Grace, former general manager at Tropicana in Atlantic City. She just left that role, but was outstanding in it. Just received recent accolades from Savoy magazine. That's one of the top 300 influential African Americans in positions of leadership. Also was interviewed by Global Gaming Business, how she navigated through the pandemic and led them into one of the top hotels in Atlantic City. So we know she's moving on and moving upward. We're to follow her as she transcends into the next level, heading back to New York City. We wish her well and look forward to seeing what her next level of endeavors are going to be. We salute her, admire her work, and we're going to be watching. That's my shout out for the week. And maybe next week I'll be shouting you out. Coming this fall with Robert Mims, also known as the Gaming Guy, I've got a 3-1-1. I know you're wondering, what is a 3-1-1? Well, 3-1-1 is going to be 3 picks on the NFL. It's going to be 1 total on the NFL game. It's also going to be 1 player who either exceed or not achieve a certain projected total for a given game during the week. I hope you enjoyed this week's digest. Expect another next week on August the 12th. And we'll recap all the things I'm doing in the world of gaming, sports betting, and entertainment. I'll talk to you then.